the other day. And what's interesting, actually, fellas, is in the run game, I think it was out like only 3 running plays that Franklin got snaps on the other day. Pat Bryant stole most of those snaps. So I think as the season's gone on, they're starting to see, where their strengths and weaknesses are. And good for Pat Bryant, a rookie coming in and stealing some of those snaps.
The greatest development for the Broncos over the week, for me, was seeing Evan Ingram become a bona fide difference maker in the game. And, it's funny how certain plays take a life of their own. The play where he ran the jerk route, I like to call it the Mosier route, where he faked one way, stopped, shuffled his feet, moved to the other side of the field, and he went 41 yards past Bobby Wagner. That play, as I read yesterday in the Denver Post, that play was a long time in the making earlier in the game. They read something. He and Bo Nix talked to each other and said, listen, Bobby Wagner is playing me a certain way. He is biting to the outside. We have to go back to this if it presents itself. So they're looking at, Kodaks, as they call them. They're looking at tape. They're looking at the iPads. And they found the exact moment to run that play. I love it when they break down when and where those big plays happen. But that wasn't just by accident, right? That 41-yarder in overtime, that didn't just come out of thin air saying, oh, my God, let's ad lib. That was a play in the making from earlier in the game. And it was cool to watch him really throw one out there.
Yeah, they layered it in, right? And that was one thing I was watching Chase Daniels break down of Bo Nix's performance online, and Chase was saying that's a check that Bo made. And to your point, you're reading that in the Post, they came up, they lined up in that same exact look, they got what they wanted from Wagner, and hell of a cut there, route rather, I should say, from Ingram. And that's another guy who can help you as an extension of that run game, right? I mean, you're going to have to find ways to get your playmakers the ball in space, because if you can only muster up 87 yards and 23 carries in the playoffs, you're putting a lot on Bo Nix's shoulders. We talked about this yesterday. So, anyway, they bring in Elijah
Moore. Why are you talking playoffs?
Well, because they've already got 10 wins in a playoff.
Oh, no. We don't look ahead. We look week to week. We live in the now. We don't look ahead. We don't talk playoffs. We don't look at the running game then. I mean, who knows? Maybe J.K. Dobbins. I have some inside sources, Vic. I got some word that Dobbins, he may be on the heel here.
Where'd you hear that?
Pretty good. I heard it from you yesterday, you dork. Of course I heard it from you. I don't... Look, man, and I'm giving you the guff because when I look ahead, I'm an absolute jerk. When Matt looks ahead to the rushing game in the postseason because they have 10 wins on the season, and they're about to have 11 wins, then everything's okay. Did you guys hear D-Mac at all during the 6 o'clock hour filling in for Brett?
I had some traffic issues. What happened?
Okay, yeah. The dog needed to go piddle outside. I got you. We were talking about, I talked to him a little bit about the Broncos and the Raiders. The Broncos, and I know you're going to be mad, but he agrees with me. Look, this is a game the Broncos should stomp these guys and get to 11 wins. They don't have to worry about a whole lot, okay? It's a terrible team that ranks last or dead last in many categories, especially offensively. So
I can't wait for that plane.
It's not fun. It's not as much fun for me to break down this game because I already feel like I know the outcome of it. So it's not as much fun. It's fun to beat the Raiders.
No, the plane and get the hell out of here because
it's fun. It's fun to watch them go to Vegas. It's fun to watch them go to Vegas and see in that black nest, that black cocoon that they play in. It's fun to see all the orange just permeate the entire joint. I love that.
After watching...
But this is by far the easiest game they have left on the schedule. They should smoke these guys. If they're really who we think they are, they should smoke them. And that's on the Broncos.
You know what? If our audience starts to vacate and our ratings drop, which I hope they don't, I can source it to one thing. It's the inane crap that comes out of your mouth sometimes, just for the sake of saying stuff. Because if there's any Bronco fan out there after 12 games who can assume, like Mosier, just the stupid stuff that comes out of his mouth, that this is a team that's capable of blowing out anybody, you're dumb. This is a team that plays football to the level of the opponent, no matter who it is. Now, did they blow out the Cowboys? Sure. Did you expect that? No. So to expect blowouts is stupid. Just expect wins. We're at that point in the season. Just get by. If they beat the Raiders by a point on a last-second play, fine. For you to say they're going to go in there and blow them out, and you feel confident of that because of what you've seen, are you blind? What's wrong with you?
I'm not blind, Vic. I've seen the numbers and I've seen the Raiders. I know this.
I mean, that's like saying, the Nuggets should blow out a lesser opponent at home. Yeah, have you watched the games? Did you watch the Washington game?
Of course, Vic.
Did you watch the last? Did you watch the last Raiders game, the Thursday night? Did you watch that game?
Yeah, Vic, and that is the reason, Matt. I think that's the reason because I did watch that game. I have watched all those games. I think that's the reason that these Denver Broncos still give me a pause. They give me a somewhere mixed in there, Matt, in my confidence in how good I think that defense is. By the way, Geno Smith, I think you have to look up, he's one or two the most sacked quarterback in the National Football League. The Broncos they're gonna be all up inside him coming up on Sunday. It's just the way it is. Yeah, they're gonna be in his jock. Okay. They're gonna build like a they're gonna build like a little house in there. They're gonna barbecue and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Texter.
Hold on a second, Vic. Hang on a second. That's the only reason that I have hesitation is because that Washington game shouldn't have been that close against Mariota. It shouldn't have been the case. The Broncos make it more difficult probably than they should, but I do know this. That defense is going to stomp the Raiders on Sunday. It's up to the offense to do whatever it is they do. If the Raiders find the end zone one time, I'll be surprised. If they find the end zone twice, I'll be flat out shocked.
So this is a bit you do, right? So,
no, they can't run the ball. They can't throw the ball. They turn the ball over. They do it. That's their whole life, Vic. That's how they live their life.
Let me interject here, and I can see both sides of the coin here. Number one, I think Vic is right. I was looking at the schedule last.
No! Don't say I think Vic is right.
Hold on, you're gonna have to let me.
I think Vic is right. He's doing a bit.
I got you.
There's no bit.
What do you think I am?
Dead's honest truth.
Well, first of all, I think you should go double or nothing for a case instead of just a bottle.
No,
but that's
I'm
up to
tired
you
of
guys.
His empty bets too. They're empty, every single one of them.
So you're saying that he's squelching on you? He's a squelcher. That's what you're saying.
And the textures, this guy, they blew out the Bengals too, Vic. Stop being so dramatic. So two blowouts, and now they're a blowout. Know your team. Know what you've got. This is a just get enough to get it done team, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I was happy last week. They're not a blow you out team. They're just not.
I think in the race for the number 1 seed, it is important. Just win by any means necessary. However, the Raiders are really bad, to Moses' point. And I don't think style points really matter, but it would be nice to see them win a little bit more comfortably than 10-7, because the Raiders are a little bit more banged up, and they got nothing to play for here. That team is just waiting for the offseason at this stage. So I see both sides. I'm not going to have a problem if it's a closer game, although it's just going to be a bit of an eye roll for me because of my.
Let me quote D-Mac though, Vic, and I thought he said something. I thought he said something smart this morning. Okay. Vic, and you're right. Any given Sunday. But if
or Saturday or Thursday or Monday or Black Friday.
Can I finish my thought, please? I'm begging you with all of my might. Any given Sunday is a slogan because any team can beat any team on any given Sunday. That being the case, if all the Raiders have to go on, and believe me when I tell you, Matt and Vic and Nelly, all the Raiders have to go on is, any given Sunday, things can happen. That's all they got. That's all they got. And if that's all they got, if you don't go in there and beat that ass, then that's on you. Okay? The Raiders have no hope. They've got nothing to play for. They've got the worst. They drafted Ashton Gentry. They got the worst rushing attack in the National Football League. Geno Smith is a statue back there. Brock Bowers is a shell of his former self. They can't score the ball. They can't move the ball. They can't even hold the ball. So what do you want from me? You want to be the good old American Frady Cat? Go ahead and be that. I'm telling you, if the Broncos are who they want to be and who I think they should be and who I really honestly think they are, they should go in there and wipe these guys out.
Fine,
now, you want to get down the road, you want to get down to Jacksonville and other teams, we'll do that. But as of right now, that's how I feel on this one.
That's fine. Okay, you're basically conservative. But if you want to be intellectual,
you know what? I am. I'm a cheerleader boy because I know how good they are.
The Denver Broncos have played 12 games this season. There have been 12 games on the slate. 10 of those games have been, oh my God, just hold on by the seat here. That 10 of the 12 have been close games. So what leads you to believe that there's suddenly a blowout there? When 10 of the 12 have been decided by the fourth quarter, late fourth quarter, what makes you think that suddenly a rivalry game against a division rival on the road is going to be, hey, it's going to blow them out? But whatever. If you want to feel that way, fine. I can't change it. I just don't like you. I don't like you propagating dumb stuff on the air.
I'll give you this.
When we got on the air, Matt, real quick, I'm sorry. When we got on the air yesterday after that latest Denver Nuggets loss, all the blame goes on the Denver Nuggets, all of it. And you're mad, and you and Chris go at each other, and I'm mad, and I'm in a sour mood, and so on and so forth, because we know it's a joke. We know it shouldn't happen. It's the same kind of story with the Denver Broncos. We know it shouldn't happen. I can't even begin to even express what I think your demeanor will be coming up on Monday should they lose this game. You're going to be flaming mad, and you know what you should be.
Here's what I got to say. The last 3 games the Raiders have played, 2 of them at home to Dallas and Cleveland. They lost by 17 at home to Dallas. The Broncos are a better team than the Cowboys, although offensively, maybe not as explosive. Are they a better team than Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah. Cleveland, I watched Shedeur go in there and win by 14. I think there should be a little bit of comfortability. I'd like a rocking chair finish in the fourth quarter, but sometimes you don't get everything you want. And you really haven't throughout the course of the year with the Broncos. I think they've won, was it 3 straight games by 3 or less, I think it is. So, to Vic's point, I mean, that's their MO. But at some point, a Super Bowl champion stops playing with their food, and maybe there will be signs throughout the end of the season that they're learning from some of these tighter experiences. So at the end of the day, I'm with you. This is a race for the 1 seed. The Patriots have a very, very light strength of schedule. The Chargers, I think, are going to get knocked out of the entire race for the West completely. I think the next 2 weeks, the West will be wrapped up for all intents and purposes. So I'd like to see, at some point, some sort of statement. I'm not talking about 40 to 10. I'm talking about, hey, win by multiple scores, rest on your defense, and find a way to run the football with a lead in the second half and build some of that muscle memory for the playoffs. I'd like to see it.
That's fine. I mean, I'd like to see a lot of things. I'd like to see me grow instead of shrink. I'd like to see me, with a clean face. I'd like to see a lot of things, but this is what you have. This is a team that gets by, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I embrace it. I welcome it. Let's go. 16-13. Here we come, Sunday.
We'll get back to the Broncos here coming up. Tons to get to throughout the course of the morning at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk to Jared Bednar, and then coming up, courtesy of Vic Lombardi, at 8:30, we're going to talk to Danilo Gallinari, who announced his retirement from professional basketball yesterday. Looking forward to catching up with Gallo here in just a little bit. But on the other side, the penultimate CFP College Football Playoff rankings came out yesterday. Let's see where the dust settled. That's on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
All the lights worked the first time. Ta-da! Holiday magic. You managed to stay in pajamas the entire day.
in the zone because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how
Axel finds price drops.
E25 and on the Altitude Sports Radio app.
Here's the Chushkin. Big foul, peeling and turning. Walensky shoots. Save, rebound, score! Nathan McKinnon waiting for the rebound, and he pops it home to tie the game at 1 with 37 seconds left in period 1 for McKinnon. His league-leading 21st goal of the season and 45th point. Here comes the captain, Landeskog. Nelson down the slot, shoots, and scores! He dropped the leg, he made the spring, and then he fires past Lankinen. Brock Nelson with the tally, and the Avs have a 2-1 lead, his 9th of the season. That was pretty. McKinnon one time, he scores! Short side, Nathan McKinnon, his second goal of the game on the one-timer, 22nd of the season, and that was an absolute rocket ship inside the pub.
Good morning. Welcome to Mosier, Lombardi, and Kane with
McKinnon, his second goal of the game on, and the Avs have a 2-1 and 40. McKinnon. Chushkin, big foul, peeling and turning. Walensky shoots, save, rebound, score! Nathan McKinnon waiting for the rebound, and he pops it home to tie the game at 1 with 37